Hej, z tej strony Indie Playerka i 4. odcinek Thaumaturga. Już spolszczam tytuł, żeby sobie języka nie łamać.
You can play the clown, but I know how much this has cost you. I'm glad you went.
Love at a funeral. Eros postmortem. Is it suitable for a young lady in mourning to fraternize with bachelors? Konstancja Szabłowska, the Warsaw Courier. Could I ask for a brief comment?
Hyena.
Thank you. And you, sir?
I can sort it out, but it might cause you some trouble.
It's not worth getting your hands dirty over.
Get out of here, or I might decide you're attacking an Imperial official, and you'll wake up tomorrow in the Citadel.
Are you threatening me, Judge?
I'm actually spurring you from him. Would you rather try your luck with a Thaumaturge? Come on, children. I'm sure my Pietia is already waiting for us at home.
I'd love to see my cousin.
Are you coming with us?
Jedziemy.
Thanks.
Get in. I'm sure the lawyer is already waiting for us.
Co tam dla nas ma? Zobaczmy. O, jakie ładne niebo. No, smokniemy. Dobre recenzje ten moniusz panowy ma.
Miss, your guests have arrived. The lawyer's upstairs too, waiting. A trifle jittery. Wonder if the tea I made him was too strong.
Thank you, Grażyna, dear. Let the guests wait. First, I want to take care of the will.
I'll just wet my whistle and join you all upstairs.
Make sure Uncle makes it upstairs sober. And I'll suggest you don't dawdle either.
Master Victor, good God! Half your face covered, but I could tell right away it was you. You look just like your father in his youth. Completely his spitting image. Should I make you some cocoa, Master? It would warm you up a little.
No, będę miła.
Make an extra creamy one for Ligia.
Oh, I won't skimp on her. Now, your sister's putting a brave face on all this, but she's really having a hard time. It's lovely to see you again. But that's enough jabber for now. I've got the guests and the cocoa, and I've got to whip up some food for you all later. We'll talk soon.
Jasne. Na górę mam iść. No tak, jak jest październik, to chryzantemy to już się zaczną w listopadzie. Okej, czyli artysta widział.
I don't want to put my foot in my mouth again. I already failed to recognize someone once today, but you look familiar.
Well, I should think so. I was the victim of one of your starling hunts. Voronins must not be very memorable, cousin.
Pietia! Forgive me, and for shooting you as well. How are you doing?
Just some heart problems, not a subject for today. I'm sorry about Uncle Stanislav. Forgive me for not coming to the funeral. I can't bear cemeteries.
We'll have to meet up again.
Goodbye.
Pan Pietia miał głos, który nie pasował do jego postaci. Co tu piszecie? Czyli to, co dzisiaj się działo. Rozumiem, choć tam pisali coś o rannych. A to tu mogę iść, dobrze. Do piwnicy? Chcę iść do piwnicy? Nie wiem, ale pójdę. To. Matka. Nachyliłam się do ekranu jak coś. Żeby się jej przyjrzeć. Naprawdę ojciec zamówił taki obraz? No co? Czemu by nie? A tu są drzwi. Okej. 365 obiadów za 5 zł przez Lucynę C. Ciekawe, czy faktycznie taka była i się Blanka wzorowała 365 dni. Dziękuję. Ciekawe, czy taka książka w ogóle jest.
Oh, I'm glad you're here. I thought I'd have to drink alone.
So many goodies laid out for the guests. Having trouble picking something for yourself, Judge?
But this was Stasio's. It was special. Amber liqueur with quinces.
O, typowy kredens.
I think you mean Queen's liqueur with amber, right? If it's not here, I'm sure it's in the basement. But I won't grope around down there in the dark now. I've got my hands full.
Now, I don't want to trouble you either. Victor, could you track down a little bottle for your uncle?
I suppose I'm obligated to accept this mission.
Good lad. A nephew like you is a treasure.
Butelka. Już byłam w piwnicy, sam sobie leś. Nalewka Grażyny. Pigwowa z bursztynem. Ciekawe, czy by faktycznie wyszło. Czy zobaczmy, co tu jest. No, idę po wódę. Ha, dopiero teraz się coś pokazuje? Sterowanym mężczyźnie przez kobietę. Czyli to cały czas pewnie ta sama tam. Romin, okej. Jeszcze coś tu. Tyle? Chyba tak, już nie ma aury naszej. Masz, chłopcze, pij.
How did it go? Mission accomplished?
Nalewki chciał.
I think
Nalewkę.
this is the one Uncle wanted.
Yes. This is our little funeral battle. We would meet in Stasia's study after every funeral we went to, and raised a toast to the dead. And recently, We've been seeing one another more and more at such events. More and more. But this time, even he has left me. So, to an easy death, as Stasio and I used to say.
How did he die?
Hasn't Ligia told you?
I haven't even had the chance to ask.
He didn't suffer, but such images in the memory are better saved for later. I'd prefer to remember him as he was alive. What then? Am I drinking alone?
Nie no, niech będzie to tą lekką śmierć.
I suppose there's no reason to bear grudges or be angry, is there? Stasio?
To an easy death.
Familiar faces keep vanishing from my life. Stasio and my Helena before him. I miss my little darling. I miss them both.
Teraz.
Well, obligation fulfilled. Shall we get to the reading of the will?
Idziemy. O, Hayata, dobra.
At the funeral, there was this sad Jewish fellow, Mordechai Hayat. Do you know him, uncle?
He worked for Stanisław, but that was a long time ago. I don't know him more than that. So, shall we collect our inheritance?
Idziemy, już tu wszystko przejrzałam.
So let's find out what my father hasn't left me.
To cię zaskoczy pewnie.
Let's begin if everyone is ready. Would you all please take a seat? Ladies and gentlemen, by the power of my office vested in me by the grace of His Imperial Majesty, the Emperor of all Russia, I hereby testify. Mr. Szulski's last will and testament were prepared several years ago in the presence of Zaclav Fedorov, Esquire, that is, myself. My last will and testament recorded in the year of our Lord 1888. In the name of the Holy Trinity. Amen.
No, w milczeniu co
Therefore,
mu
my
będę przeżywać.
first irrevocable wish is to appoint as executrix of this will my daughter Ligia Szulska. Immediately after my death, an inventory shall be conducted in full accordance with the law. After completing the inventory, all my personal movables will be sold at public auction. And let the funds raised thereby be donated on the anniversary of my death to the beggars near that cemetery. The administration of the remainder of my fortune I leave, without restriction, to the person of my daughter Ligia.
I'm not even getting a teaspoon.
All movables and immovables relating to the family enterprise I entrust to the care and administration of my daughter. I do not prescribe a method of administering them. I merely offer her one piece of advice. I wish that the business should be conducted with modesty, prudence, and honesty, as I have conducted it my whole life.
A joker to the very end.
To my brother-in-law and oldest friend, Alexander Voronin, I wish to leave the following: my collection of muskets and 2 revolvers, dating to the uprising in memory of our first meeting.
Stasio, I will have plenty to do in my retirement.
Enjoy your retirement.
Dawaj o
Now,
matkę.
Mr. Fedorov, what did my father leave my mother?
Wiktor, be serious.
Nothing. There is a special item reflecting the absolute lack of any bequest to my former spouse, Nadia Fyodorovna Voronina.
No, czekamy na koniec.
I would also like to come to the aid of my only son, Wiktor Szulski, by entrusting him with the use of my personal black grimoire, in the hope that he will be able to make good use of it. This is my last will and testament. Carry it out solemnly, though you may have found it burdensome. However, this last bequest poses a certain problem.
Yes, it certainly does. And what is that, may I ask?
I am not in possession of this grimoire. The late Mr. Szulski used it up until his death, yet no one left it with me after his passing.
Meaning it's disappeared? Did Father have his grimoire on him at the time of his death?
It was only because of the grimoire that we could identify him at all.
What actually happened? How did he die?
A building collapsed on top of him. I don't know any other way of putting it.
Ciekawe, czy raz Putin coś tam zrobił, ale nie, bo to tylko wizje w sumie były. Ciężko stwierdzić. Idziemy po
Where did
kolei.
it happen? Where was this building?
The southern part of Śródmieście, not far from the police station. Anyway, you can miss it.
Of all the possibilities, this was the death that fate prepared for him.
No, chyba patrząc na to, jak się wypowiada o ojcu, to tak powinien powiedzieć.
He died as he lived, miserably. He couldn't have met a more fitting end after what he did to me. What he did to the Niedzic's family.
You've got to know that Papa felt guilty, even if he didn't say so outright. I'm not going to defend him, but I can't criticize him either. Even I don't know what really happened back then with Abaurice.
An accident is what happened, and Father treated two kids like the worst disgraces in the world. As if it had been premeditated.
When a person dies so suddenly, their unfinished business remains. We'll never learn what Stasio carried in his heart.
What do you intend to do?
A Bałmurycy to było tam to ogłoszenie, że poszukują takiego ich za morderstwa.
Father evidently knew a certain Ivan Konieczkin. Have you heard anything about him?
Konieczkin? No, doesn't ring a bell.
All sorts of people came to Papa's store. That doesn't mean every one of them might know something about the grimoire.
That's true. You've got your work cut out for you.
No jeszcze
And
pana.
Mordechai Hayat. Could that be a lead?
I don't think so. He worked with Father, but he left more than a year ago. I don't know why. He was an assistant at my store.
Do you know where I might find him?
Sadly, no.
Do you have any other ideas?
Tu jeszcze? Tropem jest kamienica, ale rzeczy ojca też. Najpierw trzeba
And
przeszukać.
where are Father's things at the moment?
You're standing at the very center of his kingdom. Not everything has been sorted through yet, but you go right ahead.
And the store? I should check that too.
I've started stock taking there to distract myself, and I don't want you to go in there before I've finished.
As you wish.
No, czyli wszystko mam
I think
wybrać.
we have to look for the answer in the place where it happened.
With your side, you can make out more in those ruins than I, or Uncle, or Detective could. This is a good lead, but is it the only one?
Już wszystko
Now
wiemy.
at least I can see how little I know. Maybe these scraps of information will lead me somewhere.
Well, now that we know what's got to be figured out, forgive me, my darlings. I'm going to give my old bones a rest.
I'll see you out.
No to szukamy.
Goodbye, Uncle. And, Ligia. I'm sorry it happened this way. That I wasn't close by.
The most important thing is you're here now.
Jakąś sobie wyrwał dziewczynę. Co tam, panie mój?
How do you find your old stomping ground? Yes, I'm not too fond of this place
Znów mu
either.
czyta w oczodołach.
This is where I had my last conversation with my father, just before I left. If you can call it a conversation. Can you see my dreams? Nightmares, actually. Ever since I decided to come back, I keep reliving the same memory. The loan shark incident. I've been seeing his death more and more lately. I wonder if his shop is still there.
No co tak trzęsie, chłopie?
Perhaps we should go there and check.
Znów się muszę przychylić. To Balberiś. Balberiś, okej. Co to wszystko znaczy? No nie wiem, szukamy. Słyszę zegarek. Co tu jeszcze? Tu coś możemy posłuchać, tak? A, Chopina. No, pan lubił czytać o demonach. Aha, coś się dzieje. Ojciec szukał czegoś. No już mi to przecież czytaliście. Dobra, wydajmy je, bo już tutaj nieźle mam. Okej. Zastrzyk adrenaliny brzmi dobrze. Większe obrażenia o 50%. To od razu dwie rzeczy mi zrobi. A to jeszcze co jest? I to chyba będzie. Dobra, fajnie. Jest. Jeszcze mamy. Co to łazienka? Łazienka. Znów demony. O, coś do ligi, jakiś zelotnik. Mama. No, nie lubi chyba mamy też. A to jest jakiś inny. Okej, myślałam, że już go czytaliśmy. Z Rzymu pisałam, widzę. Już się? No nie mam za dużo. Będę mogła cię stroić, Wiktor. Cieszysz się? Bo ja się cieszę bardzo. Poważne zdjęcie. Coś nam się nie udało. Tam petią. Jakoś tak. Bohater. Lecimy. Odbierzmy.
Hello?
I talk here? Do you hear me now? Victor? Victor, are you there?
Grigori? Yes.
Victor, where are you?
On the other end of the line, at home, where the telephone rang.
Incredible.
How did you know I have a telephone at home?
Something's interrupting you, Victor. I am telecommunicating with you to say I found lodgings here in Warsaw. If you need me, I'm by the cemetery. What number is it? Yes. 7 Powaskowska Street. Number 7 by cemetery. Powaskowska.
I'm glad. It's good to hear your voice.
It's good to hear you as well. Goodbye. I want to end now. What do I... like this? Wonderful device. Remarkable. Hello? Oh, and now?
Rasputin to chyba będzie mój ulubieniec. Jakaś barwna postać chociaż. Gdzie to mamy iść? Siema, Ligia.
Have you found anything yet about the grimoire? Is there any way I can help?
Tak, od razu niecodzienny ubiór pierwszy, co
trousers
zwróciłam
are
uwagę.
an original style. Until now, I'd only seen women in trousers in the East.
First of all, they're practical. It's the 20th century. It's high time we started dressing comfortably.
A jak?
You've
Odważna.
always been brave, never afraid of anything or anybody. Like when Mother almost had a fit because you dumped my best tie in hot cocoa.
I didn't care that she was angry. I wanted to get you back for not wanting to play with me.
Because you were being too annoying.
You meant to say brave. By the way, Grażyna still makes cocoa every evening. You can conjure up the flavor of childhood if you want. Is there anything else you want to talk about?
What's
Lecimy
next
od
for you?
góry.
You're in charge here now. Have you got some kind of grand scheme?
A grand scheme? For now, I'm just trying to keep my head above water. Certain customers are unconvinced that a woman can handle running a business. What's worse, a woman without powers. You know what I mean. A thaumaturge at my side would shut them all up. After all, it's your heritage too.
Dobra, pomogę ci.
I don't know anything about running a company, but if I can help in any way, you can count on me.
Thank you. That means a lot to me. I trust the smoke doesn't bother you.
Akurat
You
przeszkadza.
used to detest the smell of tobacco. You'd hold your breath going into Father's study.
That's true, but when I'd stay here alone with Papa, and somehow over the years I got used to it. I don't know when I started copying him even.
Daddy's girl. You were always closer to him.
That's not true. I was just less rebellious than you, his Thaumaturge son. Now come on, what else is on your mind?
Na oko bitkę.
In Father's study, I found a trace of a woman that I couldn't identify.
Probably Svetlana Rumiantseva.
Dopytajmy.
Who is she? And what does Father have to do with her?
Jeszcze musisz pytać?
Svetlana is a Russian aristocrat who travels with the Romanovs' court. I can only tell you she was a customer of Father's.
A customer? If you don't want to say, then don't. Where can I find her?
When she's in town, she stays at the Imperial Hotel.
She might know something that will help me find the grimoire.
Not so fast. To get in, you're going to need me and my connections. Svetlana is famous for her soirees where she hosts the creme de la creme of Warsaw.
Dopytajmy,
What's a
co to.
soiree?
How long did you say you lived with Mother in Paris? Just a party, if you like. Do you know what that is?
Już
Very
mnie
funny.
wyśpiewa.
We could go together. How about you track down some evening clothes and I'll sort out the invitation? And I won't take no for an answer.
Sadly, you never give me a chance. Unfortunately, everything in my wardrobe is antediluvian. I need a tailor.
There's a shop at 11 Pruzhna Street that's fairly decent and quick. We also have barbers in Warsaw in case you want to do something about whatever you have growing on your head and face.
O, będziemy się stroić. Idziemy do ogródka. O, nie jest imponujący. Myślałam, że wyjdę do jakiegoś ładnego miejsca.
Are you lost?
Fuck. Don't try to be a hero, and it'll be all right.
Naprawdę włamywacze.
I don't
Zaatakujmy.
have all night.
O, faktycznie jest ich więcej. Jeszcze mam jedno? Myślę, że to 2 to kosztuje. To na razie nic. Tu masz cechę. Pyrem. Dobra. Dziabnij go. A tego tym dziabnij. Niech sobie tu cierpi na boku. To. Aucia. Krwawienie mi jakieś nałożyli, widzę. Będzie, ty go dokończysz, ja tego dokończę i będzie szybkim atakiem. Powinno być w miarę sprawnie. No ten znów go tu dziabnął. No teraz to już ekspresem. Jakieś koguciki inne. Ten to jakiś kozaczek. A ten tu co ma? Spróbujmy teraz tego. No to nie, to jednak lepiej najpierw tym atakować. I tamten im... W ogóle tej cechy nie możemy uśpić, a ty mogłeś uśpić? Bo tego nie widziałam. O, bufatą dużo zadaje, więc niech będzie. Dobra, i tym go walni. Może go podwójnie uderzysz. Nie. A nie, jesteś pod cierpieniem. No tak, zapomniałam o tym, że to musi być cierpieć musi, żeby tak było. Dobrze, damy to. O. Dawaj, cierpienie wywołujemy. Co tu jest? A, zwiększa zadawane obrażenia, dobra. Proszę pana, pan musi tu być, żebyś przywrócił punkty życia koleżce. No nie, no musimy tutaj. Może będą silniejsze. O, Wiktor nam umarł. I co teraz? Jak to tak? Czytajmy. Mogłam kliknąć później. Chciałam wam uciąć. No i masz. Jeszcze raz. Dobra. Rozwijmy to jednak. W sumie ja nawet nie mam co tego dać. To niepotrzebnie to rozwinęłam. Stańmy do walki. On zadaje krwawienie. Tutaj idziemy. Cierp, chłopcze. Katuszy i adrenalinę sobie wywołamy. I ten może już sobie umrze sam. Dobra. Dobrze widziałam, że przerwałam jakby ten atak faktycznie. Dobra, i umarli z tego cierpienia. Teraz mam jakby więcej życia. I teraz będziemy leczyć. Ale ty będziesz leczyć. Równe 9, niech będzie. Ty zadasz cierpienie, to będzie tracił. A tu co mamy znów? Więź brutalności. A, czyli salutor będzie ten miał. Adrenalinkę. Kurczę, tu mogłam na nim. Tutaj chociaż podniosłam sobie. A to cierpienie się jakby pomnożyło? Chyba tak. Okej. Dalej to samo, a ty go wykończ tym pierwszym, jak zdążysz. Niech mi się życie wraca. Adrenalinę masz, więc 17-21 brzmi dobrze. Ty już będzie z tobą koniec? Będzie. To fajnie. O matko. Teraz by się go przydało zabić już. Nawałnica cięć. To jest. Bo ja bym chciała. Zabije mnie, nie? Prawdopodobnie mnie zabije. O! Cholera! No to jeszcze raz. Okej. Nie rozwijamy, bo nam nie potrzebne to było. Okej. Stań do walki. Go od razu tym walni. Później atak będzie silniejszy. Dobrze. I od razu na tego cierpienie nakładamy, proszę. Czyli umrze. Dobra, umrze, bo będzie 3-4 każdej rundy. To nie, jednak jeszcze nie umrze. To weź go dziabnij szybko. A ty już się przerzuć na tego. I go ulecz naszego Wiktora. Dobra, walnij go. Może teraz mi dużo... O, teraz mi dużo życia zostało. Wzięła sobie wyzwanie i teraz będzie się męczyć. A ty coś usypiasz tych cech? Na razie nie. A nasz kolega? I salutor będzie miał zwiększony atak, to go powinien powalić później, a ja już będę tylko jego bić. No zobaczymy, czy to tak zadziała. Z tego mogłam ze skupienia też mu pozabierać, ale dobrze. Szybkim atakiem. Tylko może kilka razy dziabnę. Tu powinno być dużo. O nie, 14. O, dobra, 28 i od razu jest zabity. Może tym. I ty jak go dziabnąć możesz? Nie możesz za bardzo, nawet jak tu to za mało będzie. Ty będziesz leczyć. Naszego Wiktora. No dziabnij go. Porządnie. Dobra, 15 życia. Jeszcze go trochę będzie... No. Brawo, w końcu. Mam nadzieję, że więcej nie przybiegnie.
Get off my lawn.
Victor? I heard a noise. Are you all right?
I'm fine. We've had a few unwelcome visitors.
Burglars? What's wrong with this town? I'll call Uncle.
There's no rush. I don't think they'll try to rob anyone anytime soon.
A nie wiesz tego, Wiktor, nie wiesz. Dobrze, dziękuję wam bardzo i do następnego. Troszkę ta walka trwała, ale no myślę, że następnym razem będzie lepiej. Pa, pa!